Japan's weirdest PS2 games. Eh. Okay, let's see the Tetra Predator. There was a couple that I didn't recognize. I just need to find them again. Because this isn't the same channel we used to watch it on. This is a different channel. I think it was the PS3 Predator.
Some brought candy, some brought condoms. But one man brought something we didn't
Thanks
expect.
to Resub Elite Fingies.
A warning. Some of what you are about to see and hear is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
I'm looking you straight in the eyes, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though. Built good. I can't control my horny level.
Oh, it's this guy.
A man with a dark past.
Horny level.
To meet a young girl home alone.
There was a sexual act between you and a 14-year-old girl.
Wait, this isn't the same guy.
And another to catch a predator first.
Exit Prime. Disabled. What?
For 3.5 days,
We saw a
men have
horny
been
level,
showing
but I
up
don't
at
think we
our
saw a
beach house at the Jersey
PS3.
Shore. And one after the other, they've been arrested by
Thanks, the
officers
Resub Turtle.
from the Eastern County prosecutor.
What? What? Tetra, what? Kata, share with her. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
There seems to be a compulsion with these folks, and I don't think that they improve with age.
Tom Kelleher is the
I
Ocean
appreciate
County
that. Thank you,
prosecutor.
Lewis.
He says these men won't get off easy.
That's so weird, relax.
Second-degree crimes, luring and
thanks to the
attempted
resub
sexual
or
assault, which makes them eligible for anywhere from 5 to 10 years in prison. But they're also going to be classified as Megan's offenders, so that they will be under lifetime supervision, and that's because of the likelihood that they would reoffend.
Which leads us to our next visitor.
Thanks to the bits
We know
Osu.
before he ever drives up to the house that
The Tier 1
36-year-old
Mayan.
Todd Lewis is a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
He's driven 6 hours from Pennsylvania.
Come on in, thanks. How's your trip?
See, I don't think we've seen this one.
No. I've always wanted to go on a motorcycle.
Oh, yes, we
I was
have.
thinking about that.
Were you?
Yeah. Wow.
He's been chatting with a decoy posing as a 14-year-old, calling himself PS3 Player 178.
No, we
Tells the
haven't.
girl
Have
he
we?
coveted
Fuck,
to
I don't
give him
know.
oral sex. His girlfriend never did it. And in return, he offers to treat her.
Well, if I would use my fingers and tongue, would be just like sex, but softer.
Might be cool.
Just like a
He later
PS3.
makes a startling admission. He tells the decoy he's been caught before meeting a minor for sex.
Oh,
She
no.
was 14, and she wanted to meet for sex. I got in a lot of trouble. I'm on probation now.
But he keeps on chatting for 5
But he
more
still
days.
has a PS3,
Now,
baby.
He seems to think that he's finally met the 14-year-old in person.
Okay, I wasn't sure what you liked, so I got you M&M's and Hershey.
Oh, nice, thanks. Do you want me to go get you some milk for your brownies?
That will be good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, this guy's in heaven right now.
Yeah?
How's it taste? Now, what were you doing coming here, Tom?
I was just taking the weekend off, that's all.
Just taking the weekend.
That's the big Tier 2 Swift Light.
Oh, who am I talking
Resub
to?
Johnny and
Can I
Bacchus.
at least ask you that?
Well, I'll get to that in just a minute. Now, you've been down this path before, right?
Yes.
Thanks to
And
Prime
tell me about
French.
that case.
No, well,
I've got the picture right here of you from the Megan's Law website. That's you, right?
No, that's somebody that happens to look
What were you
like him.
convicted of? It says sexual assault here.
correct.
In 2003, he pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl who he had met online. The victim said he took her into the woods, engaged in kissing, and she performed oral sex on him.
The girl in that case was how old?
14.
14. Same age as this girl.
I'm just not a fan of
I
Moment of
got in a
Truth.
lot of
I've
trouble.
tried it a couple
I'm on
times.
probation now, so as you sit on that stool right now, you're on probation
Correct.
for having sex with a 14-year-old girl.
No.
For doing something with a 14-year-old girl.
You can say that. Yep.
He told me several times he won't answer my questions until I tell him.
Yeah, it was
why
called
he's
slander, Chris.
about to find out.
You tell her you should chat with guys closer to your age.
Please. You know, unless you got cameras running here, there's no reason for this little hysterics.
Do you ever watch?
There's a tier 1 frat lord.
Yes, I do.
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
No, never.
We have a show called To Catch a Predator,
Right.
and you're on it right now.
The funny thing is, I had a feeling something was up.
Yeah,
So
that's
you had
it's
doubts.
weird.
You'd been in trouble before. You knew it was wrong. You got on a motorcycle and drove 6 hours from Pennsylvania to get here to meet a
Yeah, that's actually crazy. 6 hours on a motorcycle.
For something to do.
There was nothing to do with people your own age in Pennsylvania?
I'm
No.
allowed to go to bars, you know, stuff like that. That's what everyone my age wants to do.
Right. You're also not allowed to go meet 14-year-old girls for sex, by the way, whether you're on probation or not.
Correct. That is a true fact.
Well, Todd, there's something you got to know. As I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Thanks, the reset
As I
whiskey.
mentioned before, we're doing a story about adults who try to meet young teens online for sex.
He gathers up his belongings.
Well, good news.
Whereas he
The
heads to
PS3 doesn't
court,
care if you're a
his
sex offender.
troubles have only just begun. This registered sex offender is about to get arrested again.
Oh god, watch out, he's got a PS3!
Hey, everybody, an old man's talking.
Just was here to check on her. I wanted to see if it was real.
What was that? Yeah, so we had not seen that one. So I guess there are a couple of episodes on here that we haven't seen. Kato, why don't you just share? Come here. Come here. Come here. Thatcher, come here. What? Come here. Come on. Good girl. Is that what you want? The chew from her? Yeah, I know. The floating hotel? Haven't we seen that? Oh my god, that's fucking horrible, Cray. Wishing you the absolute best, Cray. Good luck, and I really hope everything works out. That's fucking terrible. Holy shit. It's awful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks to the tier 1 King and resub Gurs. There are rumors about Tyson winning Oh, I just ripped a really hard ass. Twice. There are rumors about Tyson winning unwinnable matches because of packed gloves as well. I highly doubt Tyson was packing his gloves. His speed was unlike anything else for its time. And honestly, even since his time. I don't really like boxing, but watching Mike Tyson fights were always exciting. Thanks to the resub Yeti, Kermcloud, and Father. Alright. The spiked object? The Fantaish?
Dateline's hidden cameras have caught a string of men in the act, showing up for a date with a minor they thought was home alone. But you might be surprised at the men arriving next.
Yeah, it's
Again, I want
Tiana.
to
She's
remind
playing
you that some of what you're
Jackbox.
about to see is sexually explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
I'm looking you
Thanks
straight
to
in
the
the
resub
eyes, and I'm going to tell you the
Conspicuous.
truth.
Oral first.
Maybe the tier
I
3
love oral.
resub.
Wanna meet up, baby?
So have you ever been
Touching your legs, your breasts, slowly.
I'd tear your little
I wish you was here to play with my
Hun, would you like to take me in your mouth? And when we come back,
Hi.
there
What
are
was
2
that?
more days
Hun?
left in our operation.
Holy shit.
More men will be knocking on our door.
They caught a time
Some
traveling
know all
pedophile.
about To Catch a Predator.
This is the show? On Dateline. Yes, sir.
Oh, we saw this one.
And for the first time, police will track down men at their homes.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is new.
Will make a tragic decision.
Wait, did they actually air that? Wait, what the fuck? Thanks to the 5 gift sub Swift. Appreciate it.
Men come to our hidden camera house from all over Texas in hopes of meeting a young teen home alone. Some live right here
Tier
in
1
Murphy.
Infernal.
Others drive long distances. 31-year-old Eric Rubalcava comes from Houston, more than 4 hours away.
Hi. Come on in.
I'm pretty sure we've seen this.
How are you?
Thanks to the Tier 1 link. And
Online,
resub not
he
anyone you
calls
know.
himself Sunset Liquid and talks romantically to the girl, posing as a
Whoa.
13-year-old, saying he wants to kiss her everywhere.
And lick you all over.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is only right here.
He makes it clear he means oral sex, both giving and receiving.
Well, we've seen this one anyway. I didn't know that episode ever aired. For those that don't know, To Catch a Predator had an episode where they were investigating, I think it was an attorney, like a state attorney or something. They had evidence of him being a predator, and when they went to confront him, he shot and killed himself. When asked about it years later, Chris Hansen said he didn't lose any sleep over it. So that's kind of badass. I didn't know they actually aired that episode, though. Have we seen this one? The Apologetic Predator?
Some brought candy, some brought condoms.
Thanks
But
to
one
resub
man
Keever
brought something
and Quispy.
we didn't expect. A warning, some of what you are about to see and hear is explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
It makes it Tier 1.
Help me to understand.
MT what?
I mean, simply put, one guy has his in her mouth.
Oh, spit roast guy.
The other guy has his in her or her.
Oh, dang.
Okay, go out to position 2.
Gee, Willikers.
In the meantime,
Goodness.
it's getting busy at the house, and the men who show up are a little more willing
Thanks
to
to Prime
stay
Wildish.
like 24-year-old Selvin Galliano, driving up in his customized Nissan Altima.
Hey, come on in. Sorry, I still have to do my hair. Just have a seat. Can you get me a drink?
Galliano, who works installing custom stereo systems, chatted online
Yeah,
using
we
the
saw this.
screen name Nismo05007 with a girl who said she was 13. He asks if she's a virgin and if she's
Thanks
tried
to Tier 1
oral
Jaden.
sex, and he says he'll
And the
listen
resub
all
Oompa,
over
good to
her
see ya.
body.
Alright, I'll be right back, alright?
Yeah, we've seen that one too. Keep your jeans in your jeans. I don't think we've seen this one. I don't recognize this guy.
We thought we'd seen and heard just about everything.
Thanks to resub Phallic
But
and
what
What
we
Up
found
Boy.
there surprised even our own Chris Hansen. A reminder. Some
No,
of
we
what you
saw
see
we saw
is
the last
explicit.
one. I don't know if we've seen this
I'm
one.
looking you straight in the eyes, and I'm going to tell you the truth.
Oral first. I love oral.
Want to meet up, baby?
So have you ever been
Touching your legs, your breasts, slowly.
I'd tear your little.
I wish you was here. To play
That
with my-
sounds awful. Relax. I can't
Would you
stand
like
listening to
stick it
Jake
in your
Paul.
mouth?
Square that
We have
with
seen
what's
this?
on your MySpace website where you talk about Jesus rocks.
That's disturbing.
Oh, I do remember this now. God damn it. I really wish the titles were the same so that way I could know for sure. Could you do me, Predator? Oh, you could do me, Predator.
Some brought candy, some brought condoms. But one man brought something we
Can't control my horny level.
God damn it, it's horny level again. He's everywhere. He's too powerful. The horny level's too much.
In order to keep the potential sex predators from showing up at our undercover house at the same time, we set up a schedule.
Thanks to
Decoys
resub
from Perverted Justice
Warframe,
make the
Evolve,
dates about
and
a
Heaven.
half hour apart. But sometimes the men don't arrive on time
There's also a car parked down below. Is he getting out?
and run into each other.
I don't think we've seen this
Watch
one.
as this potential predator goes in the back door.
Hello? Hey, come on in. I gotta finish getting changed, okay?
Huh?
I gotta finish getting changed, okay?
Well, I'll watch you.
Hey, how are you?
There
Could you do me a favor and have a seat right over there on that stool, please?
Yeah.
While he's being interviewed, another man pulls into our door.
Oh, it's the double whammy.
Okay.
So we ask the first man to go upstairs and head out the front door where the Dark County Sheriff's men are waiting.
They didn't even interview him?
You'll hear more about him later. It turns out he's got a frightening criminal past.
Uh-oh.
The sheriff's men quietly arrest him because there's another man around the back of the house about to walk in.
Where you at?
Hey!
Whack the crap out of my toe.
Surprise.
Band-Aid before I bleed on the rug.
At the back door, another team of detectives moves in.
I thought he was gonna say team of predators. He brought backup.
Right down. If I bleed on the carpet, I'm gonna get shot.
Damn, this is a nice place.
He's a 45-year-old truck driver, Roger Brummett, screen name Roger 4450. He drove more than 90 miles to meet a girl who said she was 13. Online, he asked the girl if she's ever given oral sex. She says yes, and he says, well, if I was there, you could do me.
You have a hard time finding a place?
Nice.
Or? No. Why don't you have a seat on that stool for me, please? Please, right there.
Thanks for the prime reaction.
I'm leaving.
Well, you know, you got to know a couple things before you go.
He takes off out the back door where detectives are waiting.
Ooh! He's making a run for it! Holy fuck, he's going!
As we told you earlier, this undercover operation is set up in a remote town in rural America.
We're a small community. For the most part, everybody knows everybody.
Here's the prime Lupe.
Something happens in this small town that we weren't expecting. Several men from the local area who had been chatting online about sex with decoys posing as young teens suddenly changed their minds about coming to the house.
Uh-oh.
Detective Mike Burns is convinced there's been a leak.
Do you think some locals might have dodged a bullet because word got out?
I don't have a doubt that that happened. We know that we were chatting with people from our area and in close surrounding.
How small is this
Chats
place?
had been fine up until a certain
The
point.
percentage of
It appeared
pedophiles
that
must
they
be
were making
extremely
arrangements
high.
to come and be here and meet, and suddenly nothing.
Since all the local men
Thanks,
drop
Three
out,
Substeezy.
everyone else planning to come to our undercover house has to drive long distances. Like this man peeking in our front door.
Hey, everybody, an old man's talking.
You say, I want to fuck you hard.
What is this?
Explain.
Where can I find that? That seemed modern. Chris Hansen's Scammers? I don't know about that. The ER Doctor Predator?
Dateline's hidden cameras have caught a string of men
Have we
in
seen
the
this one?
act, showing up for a date with a minor they thought was home alone. But you might be surprised at the men arriving next. Again, we want to remind you that some of what you're about to see is sexually explicit. Here's Chris Hansen.
I'm looking you straight in the eyes, and I'm going to tell you the truth.
All over my shorts.
He's an emergency room doctor. Dr. Jeffrey Beck, a 50-year-old, is here to meet a boy he thinks
I
is
don't think
14.
we've seen this.
I'll be right back down there. All right.
Watch how
Thanks
he
for
tries
Prime
to
Zach
follow
and
our
resub
decoy
Tex-Mex.
upstairs. When I confront the doctor, he says he had no intention of having sex with the boy. He only came here because he felt badly for the teen who was left home alone.
He was so anxious to have some company when he was left by himself for 4 days, but under circumstances it sounded neglectful.
So you're the Good Samaritan.
He's a hero.
Correct.
During his online chat, the doctor was not as sexually explicit as many of the others who showed up. In fact, after we read to you part of the chat, you'll see he seemed to choose his words carefully.
I'd like very much to be your friend. I don't think I even want to have sex with you until you're old enough for both of us not to get in trouble over it. Lots more to friendship than sex for sure.
I would not tell. I'd done it before.
Once we know each other well, whatever happens, happens, but I won't meet you for sex.
But he does
very
suggest
strategic.
getting physical. After talking about covering the teen with hugs and kisses,
Oh, he
the
blew it.
50-year-old says to the decoy who he thinks is 14, I want to cuddle you and make you feel safe and loved and cared about.
Experts in this field
All right,
say
thanks,
that
Dad.
kind of a discussion is consistent with somebody who's grooming a young boy.
Thanks to the resub Kekdraw.
You see what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
What's really going on here?
What's really going on was I came over to take him out for lunch.
You ask, have you ever been spanked? He says, by my dad, but not for sex. You say, could it be fun for sex? He says, I can try. You say, want to spank a dad?
What?
Now you see how that looks.
No, he just...
That.
No,
The
he's
doctor
disciplined.
maintains
Disciplined.
He would never do anything illegal, but acknowledges a meeting like this could appear inappropriate.
Now, if you had a teenage son who was home alone, would you be comfortable with a 50-some-year-old man coming into the house for a visit?
Thanks, Otto. And I haven't seen the new Defunct Land yet.
Hey, everybody, an old man's
God
talking.
damn it.
Pornography is so vital in the pornography is so devastating. It's so
Okay. Ah, you ended up getting the chew after all, eh? Persistence. Good work, Tetra. This channel is dumb. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not like this is... Are you dumb? No, this isn't this isn't a YouTube series. This was an old NBC investigation where they busted pedophiles. It's not his channel. Like, this YouTuber didn't make the content. Thanks to resub Marceline. The sterile predator? We seen this?
After trolling through chat rooms looking for young teenagers.
Oh, geez.
The other guy, one guy has.
Oh, this is still the intro.
That it'd be okay for him to come to her
Hey,
house.
is there resub
I
Tima?
was just making sure you were for real because I wanted to know you really wanted this.
There would be dozens of sexually
That's crazy,
graphic
relax,
online
yeah.
chats intended for children.
Thanks to
Chats
Tier
so
1
disgusting
Bassett.
we can't even begin to show you. There would also be picture exchanges and
Thanks to
phone
resub
calls.
Flare.
But how many of these men would be willing to make a date and then be bold enough to walk in the door? We didn't have to wait long to find out, and we caught it all on our hidden cameras. Meet 35-year-old Steve, known on the
Hey,
internet
Steve.
as SR8219. He's a married man with children.
Thanks to resub Zayeri. And happy early birthday,
Dell,
Flare.
posing as a 14-year-old, invites him in. And even though there really isn't a 14-year-old in the house, this man still may be committing a crime, according to sex crimes expert Ken Lanning.
The federal law
Hey,
makes it
Ken.
pretty clear there doesn't have to be an actual child there.
And as far as Steve is concerned, there's a real 14-year-old in this house.
And it turns out a 14-year-old
As for
did
why
sneak
he's
in.
here, after we read
The
through
last
part
thing
of
we
this
wanted.
Online chat, it will be pretty clear.
You on the pill?
No.
What?
You wear condoms?
If you want me to, but I'm sterile.
Okay, then you don't have to wear a condom if you don't want to.
But before we have sex, I want you to make me.
He then assaults the girl with chat about oral and anal sex.
What?
And even asks a series of deeply personal questions like, when do you get your period? And another offensive question about her personal hygiene. Law enforcement has a
Before
name
we
for
have
this
sex,
kind
I
of
want
guy,
you to make me
potentially
come?
dangerous predator who goes from a chat room to a real
How does
life
it even
meeting
work?
intent on an encounter with a child. They're called travelers.
He starts to communicate online, and then he is going to travel to where the child is, or he's going to try to get the child to travel to where he is, also they can engage in actual sexual activity with the child.
But today, Steve won't have
Oh,
a
that's
chance
fucked
for
up, Epic
sex
Gamer.
with a 14-year-old. Instead, he'll be meeting me. He seems to think I'm a police officer. I haven't told him yet I'm a television
Thanks, Reese of
reporter,
Milkman.
and at this point, he has no idea he's being videotaped.
I did.
You knew what?
Exactly what was going on.
Just take your hands out.
Thanks, resub Notorious.
No, you don't have to put them up.
No problem. I knew what was going on. I'm not stupid.
It's pretty clear that Steve thinks he was caught up in a police sting. He says he was just coming over to check it out.
So you were
Yeah, I
obviously
know.
suspicious in the beginning.
Of course I am. I'm always suspicious.
Always. Do you do this a lot?
No, this is the first time I've actually did show up to see what was going on.
And
What?
You expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
And how would you feel if one of your children was 13 or 14 years old, that child was home alone?
Oh, I'm
chatting
sorry,
with
I didn't
somebody
see
on
that
the
at all,
internet,
E-Man.
ultimately
No, I don't
came
like
over with
DayZ.
No parent at home. How would
I don't
you
think
feel
I'd play
about that
it.
as a parent?
I'd be pretty pissed.
I'm Chris Hansen of Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on grown-ups
Okay.
on the internet.
Go ahead. I am leaving.
All right,
because,
go ahead.
You know, and you don't have my permission to put me on tape either.
Hey, everybody, an old man's
God damn it.
talking.
pornography is so vital.
Son of a bitch. Ugh. I feel like they're cut too early. What the fuck? Wait, there definitely are a few we haven't seen here. This one takes place at a park? Alright, hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oh. Did I already say thanks for the resub, Notorious? Oh, well, thank you anyway, in case I said it already. Say it again. Alright, team. I'm back. Oh. Thanks to Prime Psycha. And the gift sub Bassett and resub Nivixian. Alright, where are we at? I was here. Oh, catch me if you can.
Dateline's hidden cameras have caught a string of men in the Hanson.
Thanks to resub Aiden, Rocky Bear, and
Oral
Sway.
first. I love oral. Want to meet up, baby?
So have you ever been
Touching your leg.
I called by mistake. I had the wrong number. I apologize.
But there's another potential predator who has a history with perverted justice. He doesn't want to come to our house either, so our decoy is now waiting for him in the park. So are Dateline's cameras. He's 48-year-old Frank Sierras.
Hey,
Back
Frank.
in 2004, before Dateline was working with Perverted Justice, Sierras, using the screen name Pitbull David 2001, chatted online with a decoy who said she was 13. He sent the decoy pictures of his penis and told her,
I want to make love to you. I know I will say I love
Classic.
you when I'm making love to you.
Back then, Perverted Justice put his chat on its website, but Sierras was never charged with any crime. Then, 2 years later, during Dateline's investigation in Petaluma, California, Sierras began another sexually explicit chat with a decoy who told him she was 13.
And he wanted to come, but he was afraid it was a setup. But afterwards, he was remorseful that he didn't.
Fast forward to our current investigation.
Dang,
Same
nabbit, I
Perverted
made a
Justice
mistake.
Decoy tells Sierras she's visiting a friend in Long Beach. They agree to a meeting in the park, and now our decoy is waiting for Sierras to arrive.
Are we copying this, everybody? Everybody on this?
And we're about to find out.
Frank. Oh, we have seen this. God damn it. I recognize that shirt.
"48-year-old Frank Sierras is driving more than 300 miles to get to Long Beach. He's coming to meet a girl he chatted with online.
I'll let it
48-year-old male
ride.
coming for a 13-year-old female.
But for this meeting, the decoy is waiting in a park because Sierras said he didn't
Thanks
want
to
to meet
Prime
at the house.
JFM.
He's now inbound about 5 to 6
Hey, man
hours
in the
from his
crowd.
house to come all the way here and then take her back up there to where her mother lives.
According to Perverted Justice, Sierras had a sexual chat with an underage decoy before. Now, using the screen name Cali Guy for You 2005, Sierras chatted online for almost
Classic
a month.
Cali guy.
Decoy who said she was 13.
Thanks to Prime Sam.
Remember, in his earlier chat, he sent that picture of his penis and talked about making love to a 13-year-old. Well, this time, he's much more careful
Thanks
about
to
what he
resub
says.
awesome and the bits
Perverted
Hugh.
Justice explains why he's still dangerous.
He is really definitely trying to gain the confidence of this child and make her feel special and important. And in a lot of ways, the log isn't the most graphic, but it's very sickening to read when you realize it's total manipulation of a child.
All through the chat, the 48-year-old Sierras compliments the girl.
You're the nicest girl I've chatted with in a long time.
Aw,
you're sweet.
He says he wants to buy her flowers, clothes,
Aw.
and chocolates. He even sends her a picture of an audio player he bought for her.
And the
Here's
sounds of
MP
him
player
moaning.
you're getting. I hope you don't mind pink.
Aw, you're kidding.
God damn it, he's winning me
also
over.
tells
Fuck.
her she's sexy,
Shit.
talks about her bra
He's too
size
good.
and about what kind of underwear she has on.
They're not thongs, are they?
Bikini.
Aw, those are hot. That'd be cool if you could model them for me.
He says he'd like to spend the night with
Thanks
her,
to Gift Sub Crumb.
fondle and kiss her breasts.
I bet they are so beautiful to just look at, let alone to touch and massage them.
When the girl says she's visiting relatives in Long Beach, Sierras offers to drive down and give her a ride back home.
Yeah, we could even go to Disneyland or Magic Mountain.
Wow.
Now
That is a good
in
deal.
the park waiting for him.
MP3 player and Disney.
By doing that, he felt that he could also survey the area and see who else was around and what the chances were that this was a law enforcement operation.
And in fact, the Long Beach police have the park surrounded. And we're there with our
Thanks to
cameras.
resub kitten.
According to his chat,
Yeah, we
Sierras
have
is
seen this
driving
one, I
an
know.
SUV.
I'm letting it ride though.
But suddenly, he drives up in a different vehicle and approaches the decoy. The conversation is hard to hear, but he's clearly suspicious. The decoy's hair looks different from the online photos Sierra saw.
I dyed my hair since that picture.
As I walk over to talk to him, he spots me.
Oh
and
shit.
He's running.
Oh my god, he's fast.
Make their move.
Get down! Get down on the ground!
Stop it. All right. Just do what we tell you, all right? Who are you?
We're the
police,
okay?
Police.
Frank.
Thanks to the 5 gift
I'm
subs,
Chris Hansen with
Lucid.
Dateline NBC.
The resub Cornet.
We're doing a story on guys who try to meet children online for sex. Do you want to tell us anything about what you were doing in this chat with someone who identified themselves as a 13-year-old girl?
Thanks to resub Crumb.
Sierras says nothing. It is taken away to processing.
In the car, watch your head.
Then, police discover that instead of driving his SUV, Sierras rented this car, perhaps to throw the police off.
The pedophile
They
mobile.
also find that pink MP4 player Sierra said he was.
Hey, no, he said
giving the
MP3 player.
Maybe a little gift? Yeah, maybe a little gift.
Ours now.
And he was apparently in a hurry to get here.
Along with the directions, it looks like
He got a speeding ticket.
California Highway Patrol cited him for speeding.
And it turns out there's violence in Sierra's past.
Thanks to
In
Resub Nestor
1987,
and the
he
Prime
pleaded no
Nicholas.
contest to a charge of assault and served 3 months in prison.
What kind of danger do you think would be present for a guy like this
Thanks to the
taking a young girl for
Daddy.
a ride that long, on a trip that long?
He could do anything, and she would be powerless. She's away from people she knows and familiar locations. He could take her anywhere.
What incredible
Later,
insight.
Sierra's pleaded not guilty to
Thank you,
one
Tier
count
1
of an
Rosh.
attempted lewd act on a child. Sierra's lawyer told us he has no comment.
Hey everybody, an old man's talking.
My god, there's a lot here. I really don't know which ones we've seen. The titles make it so hard. Ugh. The Minister. We've probably seen it. Ugh. Oh, okay, well that sounds good then, Epic Gamer. Doing alright. Perky. Hope you're doing well. No, the only reason that there's no way of knowing which ones we've seen is because the channel we watched it on got deleted. So now we're going to a different channel to check it out, and they title them differently. So I'm really not sure. Because they're different titles for the same people. I will say this one does not look familiar.
Dateline's hidden cameras have caught a string of men in.
Here's a Tier 1 Squid.
I just saw a truck make a quick turn into here. This could be our boy coming right there.
And thanks to the Resub Confused.
Our undercover investigation here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Population 50,000. Our first
Saul
guest
has a new
arrives
channel
at
called
noon,
Saul.
Right on time.
Nice.
27-year-old Jeremy Todd West pulls in the driveway, and our decoy invites him in.
He has his only right channel, it seems. Just a heads up.
Good, how are you?
Calling himself Bandit 8077, he starts chatting online with a decoy posing as a 13-year-old
I think we've seen
girl.
this one.
After only about 20 minutes, he says he'd like to meet. 2 days later, he asks her this.
Thanks to the Resub Straight Guy.
I don't know. I don't even know you.
If we do, would you want to do it there or go somewhere and do it?
Yeah, we've seen this one. Though I'm pretty sure, is this more than one episode?
Himself at home.
These chairs are nice.
No. You've seen all of these? Not all of them. There were 2 new ones we saw tonight. Huh. That's sweet. Thanks, Jelly. I don't really like Moment of